Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 and 92.9 HD FM here in Memphis, Tennessee. And good morning to all you folks in Brownsville, Tennessee on 1520 AM and 95.3 FM. And, of course, News Talk 101.5 in Jackson, Tennessee. And this being the July 4th holiday weekend, with Sunday being July 4th, I thought we'd just talk a hot subject. A lot of people are cooking today.
I'm telling you.
They're going to be doing a lot of things over the weekend. And one of my favorite persons is Karen Lutto, and she has supplied guests for Outdoors with Larry Ray for many, many years through Hunter Outdoor Communications. And she sent me an email and said, you need to talk to this guy who lives in Montreal. And I said, well, we've talked all over the world, so let's bring in Montreal on this weekend. And I come to find out Montreal's already had their Independence Day. But we'll talk today with Aubrey Zeman. He is the president of Aubrey D. Rebel Spicy Hot Barbecue Sauces, also gourmet chips, but a very easy guy to talk to. And let's talk. Good morning, Aubrey.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning to you.
Glad to have you on the show. And you've got kind of an unusual story before we get into product-wise. And Aubrey's going to send us some products, folks, and we're going to have a little giveaway with whatever he may be able to get here, because I want you folks to know a lot about Aubrey D. Rebel Spicy Hot Barbecue. So tell us, let's have a quick story here, Aubrey, about because I think if I didn't, you've been in sales. You've been in sales for quite a while, but it wasn't until 2005 that maybe you came up with this idea of spicy chips and sauces. So talk about it.
That's right. Well, first of all, thanks for calling me at 7:30 because it's 6:30 in the morning, because basically I would have still been asleep. Saturday's my one day I get to sleep.
Well, we got you up, so talk about it.
Okay, you did. Well, I've been, hacking around quite a bit for over the years, and I was in the vending business, and things weren't going out well, and I had to make a decision whether I just retire, which would have been still difficult, or just continue with something. So I found a product from one of my distributors that I knew well, good guy, and he showed me he was bringing in some spicy chips. Now, I didn't know much about spicy chips, and I brought some in, and I knocked on some doors, and they took it in, and I said, what did I do?
Yeah.
Everybody was telling me, you're dumb for doing it, you're up against Frito-Lay, and you're not going to do well. But it started to sell, and the next thing I knew, I knocked on some big doors like Circle K and 7-Eleven up in Montreal and Toronto area. They loved the product. They put them in the stores, sold, and before I knew it, I was in the spicy potato chip business.
Super.
That's it.
And that's an abbreviated version of this, because there's a lot more.
Very, very abbreviated.
As Aubrey told me before we came on the air about the story, but because he's in a hot business, so to speak, when it comes to this. And he really means hot. And jalapeno is one of their favorite words when I read all the products. And
yeah.
Have you been a spicy man on this? Is this something that let's make something hot? Let's make this.
Well, I started as a kid. I started with spice. I remember my dad going back. I'm an older guy, but so I remember my dad. His big thing was buying a really spicy salami years ago. I don't know if you remember. Years ago, salami was in a case in plastic, and it had a cord on it. And he used to hang it in a pantry, and he used to watch the salami blend in and crunch itself up, and then he used to take it out, and he used to take his pocket knife out, sharpen his pocket knife out, and when he thought it was ready, he would chop about a quarter of a piece off that salami, which was thick, and it was hard like a brick, and he would and then he would make this mixture of hot mustard, dry mustard with a little bit of water, and then he would the odd times throw a little bit of spirit. I don't know. I was when I was a kid, and he would make it, and he would take a bite of it from the side, and he just loved it. And he used to give me a piece of the treat, not a stick, of course, and it was really hot. But that helped me into spices, and I loved it. And that started me off when I was 4 or 5 years of age. No hot peppers, nothing but that dry mustard or the powdered,
yes,
mixed in with some stuff that he did, and that's where it got started.
And now you've got we got jalapeno ketchup, we got jalapeno relish,
Wow.
Jalapeno mustard, jalapeno honey mustard, and I read this and I'm already getting hot just talking about them here. You know,
like habanero.
Yeah, and you.
Yeah, well, you know, we started with the jalapenos because we didn't want to scare people up. One of the things that I specialize in is that I like peppers, and I know the peppers' heat levels, and I know what they can do. You know, what we wanted to do at Aubrey D was always go in and make sure people are going to enjoy their meals. You know,
Yes.
You're going to put it on, you're going to use it as a dip, or just use it in whatever you're going to create. And I wanted people to enjoy their meals and to really feel the taste and the flavor, and not just feel the heat and pain. I'm not in the pain.
Pain.
Business. I'm in the flavor.
Yeah, we don't want you to be in the pain business. Again, we're talking to Aubrey Zeman. He's the president of Aubrey D. Rebel Spicy Hot Barbecue Sauces. You can go to gourmetchip.com to find out information about their new, some of these new condiments that they've got, but they've been in the chip business at the same time. And you folks might be wondering out there about the name of the company, Aubrey D. Rebel. The D stands for David. He's got his name in there. And the Rebel does not have anything to do with the University of Mississippi. For all you Rebel fans down in Oxford, Mississippi this morning, don't think he's named this after you. It came to him as part of a revelation, so to speak?
Yes, that's exactly right. Well, I've always been rebellious.
There you go.
I did from a kid.
Yeah.
I always got into trouble. I was rebellious, and I still am. And I always, when, you know, everybody said, my father used to say, why don't you take the normal right road, you know, like everybody else? I would take the other road, the other side.
That's boring.
It's just going to probably get me to the same place, but I always used to take the other roads, and I was a rebellious kid, and I'm a rebellious adult, and I'm a rebellious grandfather.
You still have the rebellious, you still ride your motorcycle? Are you still a biker still? Or?
No. I've had some back problems, and I very hard for me to lift.
All right.
Get my leg over a bike, but
you
I
did.
used to ride, and I used to love riding, and it was enjoyable. But right now, I'm just, you know, I'm making hot sauces, best hot sauces, hot sauces, and barbecue sauces, rubs, you name it, condiments.
And you're also you're young at heart. That I did notice in there, in that you are younger than me, so that makes you young at heart, though. But you heard him say at the age of 59, he came up with it.
Yeah.
Well, tell our listeners, how old are you, Aubrey?
I just turned 75.
Hear that, folks? Hear that, folks? I mean, he's young at heart. He's got this rebel attitude. He's Mr. Jalapeno when it comes to the condiment industry. I've heard that. And your products are sold worldwide. And so
can we get them here? That's what I was wondering if we get them here.
we're going to get them here. We're going to find out that. And
I'm going to get you them.
Yes.
I'm going to get you something to enjoy and taste and sample. It'd be my pleasure. You know, one of the people that I just spoke to a few weeks ago said to me, Aubrey, you know, I love working with you because you have the passion, you have the energy, you're enthusiastic, desire. And as long as I have that in me, I'm just going to continue. I don't have an age limit that I'm going to retire like other people. And sit back and you know, I don't golf and I don't do other things. This is my passion.
This is your passion. Yeah. Now, I didn't ask you now, are you from Canada, Aubrey? I mean, where are you originally?
Yes, I am. I was born here, but I have traveled. I lived for a few months here and there from Europe. I lived in New York. I lived in Florida.
I thought you had.
I traveled a bit.
Yeah, but you don't have the Canadian accent that I really thought. Now, we're talking Southern to you here.
You all.
You know, our listeners,
right.
I was concerned he's going to start speaking French to me.
Right.
No.
I
remember that Southern accent when I was down at Daytona working at the Daytona 500 years ago. That was the first time I heard that Southern accent.
Well, you've got it here on Outdoors with Larry Ray. And so tell our folks how they can find out information about the product, Aubrey.
Well, you can go to our website, which is www.gourmetchip, that's with no S, singular, gourmetchip.com. You can see all the stuff there. We have another website, which is for the States, but You can go to www.aubreyD.net.
That's it. Yes.
AubreyD.net, and there's all the information is on there. And we'll be adding our new line. We have about 9 new products, 2 new barbecue sauces, one which is a bourbon, and another one is a whiskey. And we have our new Ultra Reaper hot sauce, which is really coming along.
Ultra. I mean, this. So when you say hot, my son can eat more hot things. And we used to get it when we go to New Orleans. We would bring back hot sauce for him. It had 8 X's on it. So I mean. Well,
when I say hot, I mean it's off the charts. I mean I'm
off
not out
the
to kill
chart.
people, and I'm not out in the areas where I love them. They're crazies. I call them. They just want to have the heat and beat the system. That's where I do my products for. I do them for people who love heat, good heat, and enjoy them, and they're gonna feel the pain a little bit of it anyway. So,
well, you just folks should go to his website, as he said, gourmetchip.com.
But Larry, I just want you to know,
it's
when I make something, there's a lot of flavor in it, and it's good tasting too. Just don't forget that.
No, I know it's going to be good tasting, but go to the website. It's a cool website. It gets you fired up, so to speak. That's no pun intended on there and anything. Hey, Aubrey, thank you for being on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Look forward to getting a few products and tasting them. And when I make that first bite, you might hear me in Montreal, okay? If you do.
Well, I appreciate you calling me, and I wish everybody a fabulous July 4th weekend and great barbecuing. And
there you go.
Everybody, have a great day.
All right, Aubrey. Thank you, man. All right. Have a good one. All right, let's take a break. Outdoors with Larry Ray. We'll try to hook back up with Dave Gabbard. We had a little connection problem in there, but Aubrey came through. We'll be right back.